Okay, so in Blender, I'll just delete everything and I'll bring in my reference image just so I have them both here. And then I just create my plane, rotate it by 90 degrees so it's facing me. And then I can use the image that I have here to kind of do the dimensions. So something like that. I'll enable the X-ray mode at the top here so I can see through my window. I'll create a loop cut right here for this top. I'll create a loop cut down here and another one here for this bottom. I guess one more loop cut here because it's a crease. And I'll just extrude these out. So that's what I have. But I will delete these faces right here. Now all that's left is the window. For that, I'll make another loop cut here. Then I bevel it. And I can select my window and bring it back. So it's back here. Okay, now this concrete thing, I'll also add a loop cut here, Control R, and I'll just extrude it out. But this blue thing, I could manipulate this piece right here and form the shape, but I think it's easier if I just duplicate the back face. So I have this back face selected, I Shift D duplicate it, but then I right click, I don't want to move it anywhere. And I'll separate it from everything. So I'll press P and then click this separate by selection. So now I have my window that I just created along with this one. I'll move this one forward. And now edit mode, and I'm slowly building this up. And really, because the right side and the left side is the same, what I can do is I can just add a loop cut in the middle, delete one of the sides, add two loop cuts for these two planes, select these, press I, that will inset it, but I don't want to inset it here, so I hit I twice. So I and an I again. And right now, depending on your window, like for example for me it is doing it, the height here is bigger than the height here. So what I have to do before I do any of the I stuff, back in object mode, with the window selected, press Ctrl A, select scale, Ctrl A, scale. Now, if I go to edit mode, press I, they're now even. Okay, so that's my windows, and I'll bring it back. Technically, this bottom window, so this window right here, is inset again, and then brought inwards even more. Okay, those are the windows that open. Okay, so I did the right side of the windows, but I want to duplicate it, so I can Shift D, duplicate it, bring it to the left. I'm going to hide everything so I can see what I'm working with. And I can line these up. Obviously, I want to line it up perfectly. So the way you can do that is enable the snapping tool up here and change the setting to this vertex. Then it should snap. You might have issues with it snapping in object modes. If that's the case for you, like for example, it might snap a little bit forward, like it might be lined up this way, but it might be forward. In that case, go to edit mode, click on the very corner vertex, press A to select all. So this vertex is white, and then press G, and that should snap it perfectly. Then you can just join these in object mode, select them both, Control J, they're joined. And the last thing we have to do here, because we joined two vertices, so there's an overlap in vertex here. So press A, letter M for merge, and then by distance, and it will remove 4 vertices, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. So we have our window, and if you want, you can move it in place. And now you can combine both of these, Control J. So we have a window. So that's panel number 1 done. I will now do these corner pieces, exact same way. Same thing, add a plane, rotate it, adjust the size of it. And the important thing here is to pretty much match the top, the height of this to the height of this here. So still with the snap tool selected, I will press G and I will move my mouse on top here. But that skews our plane, we don't want that. So I'll just press G, then I'll tab Z so it goes up and down, and then I move my mouse. So now they're snapped perfectly. Same with this one. G, Z, move my mouse over here. And now I can just adjust the width. So I'll say that's my width. X-ray mode, Control R, and I'm going to bevel it. So that's there. Control R, bring it up. Control R, bring that down. It might snap for you like it's snapping for me. So here I'm just going to actually disable the snapping feature. So the magnet is disabled. Same thing here. Actually, same with this. We actually want the heights to fully match these heights. Otherwise, there'll be a shift. So what I will do for this to make it work is select this corner piece. Press A. Well, I'm going to select the corner here. Press A to select all, so the corner is white. Then up here, make sure you select active element and then enable the magnet. Then press G and snap it right here. So they're side by side exactly. Then I'm going to select this entire loop cut. So Alt click, G, Z down. So it snaps. Select this entire one, G, Z, G, Z, G, Z. Then select faces, extrude, and just snap it. Extrude and move your mouse over, it will snap automatically. So those are snapped. But if I look at my image, these columns are extruding out. So I will select this entire one and this entire one. And I'm going to press E, but I want to move it up and down. I don't want that. So I'm going to right click and I'm now going to press G and Y because I want to bring it forward. Something like that. And I will not delete any of the pieces. Like this piece, if I delete it, then it makes a hole. So I will not delete it. Now, it might be very hard for you to see anything that you're working with. For that, let's create a material in shading. Go to New. And then into this base color, drag off AO or ambient occlusion. And make sure you bring the color into the base color. Now, you might still not see anything. And so we have to enable ambient occlusion. If you click here, check this checkbox, ambient occlusion. I'll rename this material AO. And then for the other window pane, I will not create a new one. I will not do that. I'll just press this drop-down menu and select AO. So that adds more shadows on the edges. That's what AO does. Okay, now I can just test out what I'm doing here by essentially creating this building. So I have a corner piece, then I have 4 windows, corner piece, then I have 6 windows, corner piece, 4 windows, corner piece. So that's what I'm going to do. But instead of just duplicating all of these and then moving them to the side, I'll be a little bit lazy. I'll get a modifier. There's one called array. And then here I just say I want 4 of them. It could be the case for you that it's actually building them upwards, or it could also be building them for you facing forward. If that's the case, just play around with these numbers right here. So have one of them be 1 and then the rest of them be 0. See which one works for you. To bring this one to the other side, I'll just duplicate it and move it to the other side there. And I'll snap it. Then this one, I'll duplicate that one as well. And I'll snap it, but increase this to 6. Get the corner piece again, bring it to the side. For me, because I'm getting old, it's still kind of hard to see with the shadows sometimes when I'm zoomed out. So what you can do in shading is get a color ramp without a space, plug those in like that, and then move this black bar to the right. It's going to make the shadows more obvious if you want. Okay, and I essentially have the same thing at the bottom. So what I can just do is I can take these, Shift D, bring it down, and then just snap it to the top there. And this is my one wall of one of my buildings. So that is this building right here. Now, very important, as you're working on this, you never want to lose any one of these panels that you made. Like here, I made my panels and immediately put them to use, but you actually kind of want to create a library of these panels. So I'm going to duplicate these ones, and I'm just going to move them to the side. I'm going to take away all these modifiers. And I'm actually going to be a little bit smart here. I'm going to right click, set origin to center of mass, right click, set origin to center of mass. I will click on one, Shift A, and I will apply rotation and scale. Shift A, rotation and scale. And I will move these to a collection. So here it says collection. I can create a new kind of like a folder. So I'm going to select both of these, press M, create new collection, and I'll just call this panels. And I'll hit OK. So I have panels collection, and this can be my building. So I'm just going to rename this to buildings. And I'll actually even move this empty, this image into my panels collection. So I'll select it, press M, and then move it to panels. So I'll click panels. So that's where it is. Now if I just hide my folders, it will hide whatever I want to hide. Now organization for this will be king. If you are organized, dealing with these is going to be much easier. If you're not, it's going to be much harder. I would even call this SC for school, window 1, because I might have other types of windows, and SC corner 1, because I might have other types of corners. And if you really want, you can just call this references. That's all I'm going to leave for this video. Next video, I'm going to create the blue windows and the doors. And then in the third video, I will make the roof with this crown molding, I guess. So yeah, that's it for this video.